What's going down, folks? It's your boy C23 back on the sticks once again with another Madden 17 franchise video for you guys. And as you can see, we're about to dive into a little bit of contract negotiation with Courtney Upshaw. He's just been balling out the last 2-3 games, so he's definitely deserving of a new contract. So what I decided to do was take the original $11.7 million offer that was set by default and switch it up just a little bit. Instead of giving him more salary, I decided to give him more signing bonus. So I'm gonna try to throw him a $2.41 million signing bonus and a $1.5 million salary. Originally that was set to 2 point something, so we switched it up. Hopefully he'll take it. Let's see what happens. He rejects the offer, saying that the offer is decent, but he needs a better salary. Okay, that's understandable. 1.5 mil is kind of low for a guy of his talent, so we're definitely going to have to come back with a stronger offer next week because I do not want to lose this guy, folks. Now, getting into the gameplay, our Week 15 opponent is against the San Francisco 49ers, and wow, we are already at Week 15, you guys. This season is just flying by. We're going to have the playoffs coming up soon. We're going to have the NFL offseason, the draft, free agency, all that stuff coming up. But before we get to that, we have to handle our business here at home against the 49ers. Now, getting into my first drive, Matt Ryan completes a short pass to Toy Lolo near the sideline, bringing up a 2nd and 3. Next plays a handoff to Freeman, and he pretty much goes nowhere on the play back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 1 now. Freeman with the handoff and has a nice running lane and ends up getting to the second level, picking up a decent chunk of yardage. 1st and 10 now. Ryan fires a pass over to Sanu for the comeback route right there, and he makes the grab but takes a little bit of a shot at the end of the play. A couple plays later on 2nd and 10, Freeman with the handoff, and he picks up the first down and some before getting shoved out of bounds. Bringing up a 1st and 10 now. Freeman, the handoff again goes nowhere. Alex Mack right there wasn't able to hold the block long enough for Freeman to get by. So that brings up a 2nd and 10. We go with the quick pass there to Sanu. He ends up picking up 5 on the play. And then on 3rd and 5 here, instead of going with the pass, we try to sneak in a run, and it gets pretty close to the first down. 4th and 1 here, we sneak it in with Matt Ryan. He picks up the first and keeps the drive alive. On 1st and goals, a quick handoff to Freeman. He goes pretty much nowhere. And we're looking at a 2nd and goal now. Ryan under center, taking a snap, firing the pass into the end zone to Julio Jones there, and he brings down yet another touchdown grab for the season. At this point, you guys, I've just lost count altogether. I think he's up in the 20s somewhere, but Julio has just been a monster in the red zone all season. And why is Ward not letting him go after he made the grab? That's kind of weird. But anyways, our defense takes the field for the first time today, and Carlos Hyde gashes us for a huge run off the bat. Can you believe this, folks? I sent the run blitz and everything, but Hyde was still able to get through. So after the long run, it's 1st and 10. Gabbert tries to scramble, but Jones is right there to shut that down in the backfield for the sack. But there's an injury on the play, folks. Gabbert goes down and lands awkwardly, I'm assuming, because I don't really see a lot there that would cause him to be hurt. That just looks like a pretty routine tackle to me. Anyway, Colin Kaepernick checks in for the injured Blaine Gabbert, and he comes in and dumps off the pass right there to the tight end for a first down, picking up 15 on the play. 2nd and 10, they go with the run game again. Hyde gashing us right up the middle for a 10-yard gain. And Hyde is somehow just finding all the right running lanes every time, folks. I don't get it. Our defense needs to do a better job up front, just like they did on 2nd and goal right here, shutting down the ball carrier. On 3rd and goal, Hyde with the handoff again, and Godfrey forces the fumble at the goal line. Big Sheet is right there to recover it in the end zone. What a play! The 49ers were knocking on the door. They're about to punch it in for the score, and the backup strong safety Godfrey flies in to punch it loose. What a play right there. That's exactly the type of defensive effort that we need. And the crazy part about that is, you guys, I don't even think Godfrey plays anymore. I'm not sure though. I think I heard somewhere in the offseason that he did retire, or that he was thinking about retiring. I don't know. Somebody could correct me in the comments. Anyway, though, we've got a decent drive underway. Matt Ryan takes the snap under center, looks downfield, and fires it into coverage. The pass is picked off by Navarro Bowman. He pretty much threw it right to him. I'm not sure what I was looking at right there, but that was a horrible read. So after the run play right there to Hyde, that brings him up to a 2nd and 2. They hand the ball off to Hyde once again, and he picks up the first down. A couple plays later in the drive, they decide to hand the ball off to Drone right there, and he ends up going nowhere on the play, setting him up with 2nd and 7. The handoff goes to Hyde again. The Niners obviously want to run the ball on this one, folks. But did you see that play right there by Campbell? He was able to fly through the gap right there and tackle the ball carrier in the backfield. And he kind of flipped him a little bit. That was a crazy play. So the tackle by Campbell there sets him up with the field goal try, and they end up knocking that through. Score is 7-3. So we come back on our next offensive possession. Look at the touch pass right there to Hooper on the sideline. That was a pretty nice pass by Ryan. Bringing up a 1st and 10, going back to the ground game. Freeman has a blocker, and he can't get free of the last defender. Oh my goodness, that had big yardage written all over it, folks. So it sets us up with a 1st and 10. Freeman trying to go off the right side again, gets a few yards, and that ends up bringing up a 3rd and 6 situation. Matty Ice firing the Hooper down the seam. I think Hooper's been developing pretty nice, you guys. He could be a weapon that we could use going forward. So after the run play by Freeman gets stuffed at the scrimmage line at 2nd and 11, Matt Ryan comes back and goes play action, throws it downfield, and look at the catch by Julio. Are you kidding me right now? Julio Jones goes up and grabs it one-handed in the middle of the field. Julio is just a beast. So on the next play, we try to go right back to him, but that one is batted down incomplete, bringing up a 2nd and goal. Matt Ryan hands off to Freeman on the next play, and again, he's met immediately by 49er defenders. So now we're looking at 3rd and goal here. The handoff goes to Freeman, and he had a crease there for a second, but could not punch it in for the score. So we're going for it here on 4th and goal. Ryan fires a pass to Mohamed Sanu on the slant right there, and he ends up making a grab for the score. But bro, what kind of dance was that, man? Don't ever do that again. So after the touchdown, we're up 14-3 in this one. Kaepernick comes out and hands the ball off to Drone, and we're right there to shut that down. Beasley on the tackle, bringing up a 2nd and 12. Kaepernick dropping back, has time in the pocket, completes the pass to Smith, and wow, he makes a couple of guys miss and ends up picking up a pretty decent gain on the play. Next play, Kaepernick completes the pass to McDonald for a nice gain of 7 or 8 on the play. On 2nd and 2 here, they try to go with the ground game, and we are all over it. Nice job by the run defense there, folks. But on 3rd and inches, we cannot get off the field. We end up giving up the 1st down on the run play. So on 1st down now, Kaepernick under center. We dial up the blitz, sending everybody. Kaepernick has no choice but to get rid of it, and he throws it out of bounds incomplete. 2nd and 10. Look at the hit right there by Campbell. That was a pretty violent collision right there. Nice job on the play by Campbell. Now on 2nd and 13, they just dump it off short, trying to let the back make something happen, but we're all over it. So once again, the defense does a great job and holds on to 3 on the play. We'll take that every time. On the next possession, Matt Ryan with the play action goes deep to Julio Jones up top. He makes the grab, it fights off defenders. Look at that. No one can bring him down. He is walking into the end zone untouched, and he tried to celebrate at the end right there, but had no energy left. What a huge play by Julio. On the next Niner drive, the pass is completed to Ellington. He makes a guy miss, and he takes it all the way to the house himself. He says, okay, Julio, I see you, big dog. I can make the same thing happen too. I'm telling you guys, I am never using the aggressive tackle button again. Whenever I do, plays like that seem to happen. As soon as I hit the X button, the computer countered with the juke, and I just went flying. So yeah, we're just going to conservatively tackle from here on out, folks. So getting back on offense now, Freeman with the handoff again, running parallel with the line of scrimmage, going nowhere. But the next play, he has a little bit of daylight. That's the type of run that we needed to open things up in the passing game, because the next play on 2nd and 10, Matty Ice taking the snap under center. He fires the pass to Hooper. He's able to make the grab and then tries to run away from the defense, but unfortunately the defense ends up catching up like they always do. But that was a huge pickup on the play because it sets us up in the red zone, and we must come away with points on this drive, folks. So the handoff goes to Freeman there on 1st and goal, and he goes pretty much nowhere. The second handoff goes to him again, and the same result as the first time. The 49er defensive front is pretty stout, but we keep trying to run it because I do not want to force an interception here, and I don't want to get a sack fumble. So we end up settling for 3 on the drive, and we're okay with that. We'll take the 3 points and make the 49ers have to score twice in the 4th quarter. So they come out and dump it off to McDonald right there, and he picks up some pretty decent yardage right there and moving the chains to the 44-yard line. Next play is a quick strike to McDonald again, but we're right there to make the tackle, bringing up a 2nd and 5. The handoff on 2nd down goes to Carlos Hyde, and Ricardo Allen comes down from the safety spot to make the tackle. On 1st and 10, McDonald somehow gets behind the coverage and makes the catch for a pretty huge gain right there, moving the chains. So on 1st down, Kaepernick hands off to Hyde, and Vic Beasley is right there to shut that play down in the backfield. Nice play right there by the 2nd-year linebacker out of Clemson. On 2nd and 14, Vic Beasley again getting to the backfield, bringing down Kaepernick and forcing the fumble, but unfortunately the 49ers recover. But look at Vic Beasley work against the left tackle, Staley. He just abuses him with the spin move right there, and he's able to bring down the QB for a sack on the play. So it sets him up with a 3rd and 24. They just dial up the screenplay, hoping for a miracle, but the Falcons are all over it. Look at all the red jerseys getting to the ball carrier right there. So once again, the defense holds, forcing them to 3 right there, and we were able to milk the remaining 5 minutes off the clock with the run game, and we end up getting out of here with a W. The final score in this one is 24-16 in a game that we needed, which pretty much should secure our playoff spot, folks. And with this win, we are now 10-4 on the season with games against Carolina and New Orleans coming up on the schedule. And those will be huge games because I do believe we have an outside shot at the division, so we'll see what happens there. Anyways, folks, that's all the time I have in this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.